think we're ready.
Okie dokie.
It says live.
All right, I guess we're live. Hey, everybody. Marcia from Be So Creative here with you this afternoon. Tuesday's Tips and Tricks at 2 o'clock. I hope you all have had a fabulous day. I know that we have had a fabulous day here at the store so far. And so I have a couple of things I want to show you. One of them is the Quilter Knot. I had the privilege of taking Swan's applique class on Thursday morning, and it's a hand applique class. And the thing that I loved about it is that, you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm in the car or, you know, sitting there watching TV, and I really don't want to have to go in my room and sew. So the really lovely thing is I have projects that I like to take with me. And one of the things that Swan showed on Thursday morning was how to do a quilter's knot. But as we are all learning, sometimes you need a little bit bigger example than what we're used to dealing with or working with. So what I have done is I have come up with a way to show you the quilter's knot. So I know that you all have really good imaginations. So this is my needle. And yes, it's a double-pointed knitting needle, but you guys have a really good imagination, so hang in there with me. So here's my needle, and I have threaded my thread through the eye of my needle. So here it is, right there. And so the thing that I'm going to do now is, now this is how you do a quilter's knot. So here we go, here we are. All right, so here's my whole piece of thread. So there's the end that's in the needle. Here's the end that I'm going to tie the knot in. And then there's all of that yarn, or thread, sorry guys. So now what we're gonna do is, you're going to take the end of the thread that you want your knot to be in. All right, so see, here it is. There's the end I want the knot to be in. I'm going to take my needle, okay, and I'm going to hold the end of my thread where I want the knot. So here it is. I'm holding it and I'm lining it along with my needle, the point of my needle. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to wrap this 3 times around. So here's 1, 2, 3. So see, you see my 3 wraps. And then I'm going to take this, don't let go of your little end there, and we're going to push this towards the eye of my needle. So here I go. And I'm actually going to take this. Do you see how it's coming over the end of my needle? There it is. And I'm going to pull my thread all the way to the end. And there's my knot.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that slick? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it, I love it. So let's do it one more time, because this is really a great way to tie knots. And the thing is, I mean, look, really, look how sturdy that is. I mean, that's not gonna come out. I love it. And the thing is, you don't have to spit on your finger and wrap your thread around it. It's super easy to do. So here we go again. Let me show you one more time. And remember that this will be on our Be So Creative YouTube channel. All right, so let's look at it again. So, and Becky's running the iPad here, so y'all be sure and tell Becky, hey. All right, so here we go. Becky, come up just a hair so we can see. There we go. All right, my needle, my thread is in the eye of my needle, and here's the end. here's the rest of my thread, and this is the end I want my knot to be in. Okay, perfect. So we're going to take it and we're going to lay it right there with my needle. I'm going to hold the end of my thread, and we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3. There it is. And then I'm going to hold this whole thing, and I'm going to slide it down my needle, and I'm going to push it over the end of my needle, over the end of my thread that is threaded through the needle. And look, we're just going to keep coming, 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 pull, 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 pull. And there's my knot. So the thing is, this is, I have to tell you, this is how I always tie knots in my thread, is with the Quilter's Knot. Super easy. If you need some refreshers, remember, go to Be So Creative on YouTube, and we'll get you guys, and you'll be able to watch it. I believe Sharon will post this video like this evening. So if you want to practice, grab some thread, grab your needle, and do it. The thing is that when you, I'm going to hold this up, when you are wrapping this like so, when you're wrapping this on your needle, you want to make sure that it's tight. I was a little loose here because, as you can see, I had to use tape to, quote, thread my needle. So when you're actually doing this on an actual needle, you want to wrap that pretty tight, and then when you hold it and slide it, it just slides right off the end, super duper easy, and you have a really beautiful knot. So I hope that that little tip is a good one for your day. And I especially want to send a shout out to Ann Geyer, because she was the one that was asking exactly how to do that. And like I said, Swan was using a needle and thread, which made it extremely difficult. So I hope that my little funky thing here helped you guys grasp how to do a quilter's knot. So Becky, are you seeing any questions or anything about how that works?
They say great demo. They've learned it different places, but they really like this hint.
All right, perfect. I love it. Thank you guys so much. So now the other thing that I've got a little free project for y'all, and it will be put up later on this evening. Because we're just finishing up the directions on what you need to do. But I'm actually going to give you a quick little demo on, okay, here we go, Becky. I'm going to lay these on here. Okay, these are candy corn bowl fillers. And you may be saying, what in the world? Well, I don't know if you all know this, but bowl fillers are really hot right now. And what a bowl filler is they're just cute little pillows that come in all different shapes and sizes and designs, and they are just made to sit around in a cute bowl and celebrate the holidays, or truly whatever it is that you are interested in. So what I have done for you guys, and you may go, oh Marcia, you're crazy, but I really love them and I think they're fun. And I have to tell you, candy corn is one of my, I love candy corn. I can't help it. I'm always thrilled when Halloween comes and you can get the candy corn, you get the little pumpkins, and
Candy corn is in the store now.
Oh, yay! So I will probably have to go get me some candy corn. So here we go. I wanted to show you just a couple of things. So Becky, if we can.
Here's another bowl.
This is actually at my house, this little bowl. And a lot of you know that I absolutely love wool. I love working with wool. I love stitching with wool. Wool is very forgiving. It allows you to, you don't have to turn under a hem or anything. So this little bowl, the little goodies that are here are actually in this little book called Bowl Me Over. And it comes with a ton of different projects, and the directions are excellent. And so I just have to tell you, I had to make some. And believe it or not, I'm probably not done making some because they're so stinking cute. So I'm just showing you that bowl fillers are really super popular. So that being said, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to show you real quickly how I did these. All right, there's that. Yes. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do, and this will be in the directions. I sliced this before I should have, so it was my fault. You're going to get a little pattern, and this is your pattern. And it's freezer paper. So one of the things that you're going to need for this project is freezer paper. And that is what our design is actually drawn out on. And then,
are you going to trace it onto the freezer paper?
Yes, you're going to trace our little candy corn shape onto our freezer paper. And you're going to sew together a 2 1/4 inch strip of white, a 3 1/2 inch strip of orange, and did I say 2 1/4? I did, good. 3 1/2 and a 2 1/2 inch strip of yellow. And I want to show you that the best way to do this is on the pattern that you're going to get. I actually am giving you, there's 2 of them, so I'm sorry, this doesn't want to lay down because he's been ironed on. And you want to just take this, and I actually took my ruler. There is a picture that is in the instructions, so don't worry if you don't grab this. And you're going to lay your pattern and you're going to add a 1/4 inch on each side and cut it. The other thing that I personally used is I actually have this wedge ruler at my house. It's a 22.5 inch wedge. And so I got to tell you, I laid that at the 10-degree mark. So if you guys have that, grab one. And I just whacked these into my little shapes. And you're going to whack and flip, line it back up, whack, flip, all the way down your strip. Now remember, you need 2 of the same, 2 with white at the bottom and 2 with yellow at the bottom. So this is just a quick, and again, this is in the directions, but I'm just showing you how you're going to do this. Then, all right, so here we go. Here's my little sandwich. There's one side, and look, they're exactly the same. We're going to take our little pattern, and remember, this is in freezer paper, remember guys? So the really beautiful thing about freezer paper is this. Once you've got this lined out, and if you want to pin it, whatever you want to do. But what I did was, once I had my little candy corn all shaped up here, I actually took this to the ironing board and I ironed my little candy corn shape to my little, what would this be called?
Strip set.
Strip set, thank you, Sandy. Little strip set. Now look, and I want you to see, look at how perfect. Look at how perfect. That just irons on there and it stays there. So instead of having to trace this off, this is the other reason that I really love using the freezer paper for my shapes is, do you all see here? Can you see my stitching? This is ironed on and I just stitched all the way around the outside edge. See there? I mean, you guys can see the pink See my pink stitching here? I stitched all the way around and I left a little opening here at the bottom so that I could turn it right side out. Is that easy or what?
Can you lift a corner?
I sure can.
And then we can really see.
See there? See how that, you couldn't see it because it was right up against the edge, but do you see? I'm going to pull this away, guys, so you all can see. Look at this. Now it's super easy for you to see that I have stitched all the way around the edge of my candy corn shape. Super simple, right? So once I did that, I left a little opening, and Becky's got a really good picture of this right here. I left that little opening at the bottom because the candy corn is going to sit on its bottom, and you don't really want to see your stitching, your hand stitching, because you got to hand stitch it shut. So now all I need to do is I've clipped, and Becky, can you see it there, or would it be better here? All right. Do you all see how, look, I have clipped my corners because you want those to lay nice and flat. And everywhere there was a curve, I have actually clipped. See those clips? You can see them. I've clipped my little curves all the way around. And now all I have to do is just, and guess what I forgot at home? I forgot my
Point turner.
what are those? The little hemostats.
Yes.
I forgot my hemostat because that is what I reached in here with. So give me a minute, girls. We're going to pull this puppy out of there.
Do we have any unicorn hemostats that would work?
We might have our big tweezers. Oh yes, Sandy, if you'll get those, that'd be wonderful. You know, guys, I just have to tell you, I love these ladies that I work with because I have to tell you why. Becky, of course, has been with us so long that when I'm sitting here going, she is, she knows exactly what I'm fixing to, what I'm trying to tell her, and we're working on Sandy too. So I have to tell you, these really nice long tweezers. Look, put those puppies in there. Well, here I'm going to reach in like this. Looky here. Look at that. Pull those babies out. And then because these are the nice long ones, see how long they are? Look, compare them to they're as long as our little candy corn. Cute, cute. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to just run that little pointy end of the candy corn. And we're going to use those to push those edges out. Now, there's my candy corn. And now he is ready to be stuffed. So he will look just like this guy. And the really fun thing is, let me show you how cute this will be. So we've got our little fun bowl fillers here. And they're going to pop in here with these guys. And then I have an absolutely adorable display. If I, honestly, at my house, I would probably, because remember I said earlier I really love candy corn, I would probably at my home have the bowl sitting there, and I would probably sprinkle like little candy corns around on the table that this sits on, because I love fall. And so fall decorations are super fun to me, and the colors are beautiful, and we might as well celebrate because, you know, the year is almost over. So I love to do this. So, like I said, Sandy is working on putting the instructions together for our little candy corn bowl fillers. I have another one that'll be here next week, and it also will be a free pattern that you will be able to get from our website. So I I have one other question I'd like to ask you all, and so I need you to answer in the comments section, and Becky's going to tell me what y'all are saying. My question is this: do you all like to do little projects like this? And would you be interested in having maybe once a month a little cute project? It may have wool, it may have fabric, it may have buttons, just something that's a little bit fun that is what I would call a really cute take-along project.
There's 2 yeses.
2 yeses?
So far.
Okay.
Well, thumbs up, hearts.
Oh, I love that. All right, well, good, because I have to tell you, we're trying to come up with some ideas that I think would be super fun to do, and would get people trying the wool, because
Definitely.
not everybody has worked with wool. How many of you give a
Sounds
thumbs
like
up
fun.
if
Yes.
give a thumbs up if you've worked with wool before?
Yes.
We have
They're getting to them, hopefully.
Do they want it seasonal? Or
Yeah.
There's thumbs. Lots of thumbs.
Okay,
there we
so-
go. They're flying.
All right.
Thumbs are flying.
Oh, good. So we have a lot of people that have worked with wool. Woohoo! One of my favorite things to work with. So one more quick question. My other question. My husband just.
You just made a face at everybody that's watching.
No, I made a face at you. You know I was not making a face at you girls.
We do have a few that have not worked with wool.
Okay. All right, so my next question then is this. Do you want a project that is seasonal, like for fall or Thanksgiving or Halloween or Christmas, or do you want just what I would call a generic,
a universal.
a universal, that's a real good word, Sandy, a universal project. I have to tell you, my handsome husband is walking in the background, so, what can I say? My brain just kind of
Twitter
went
pated.
in. I did. So, anyway, he did make a face at me, and I'm sorry. It was just an instant. I couldn't help it. My face just immediately made a face back. I really was not making a face at you guys.
They were
I
laughing.
promise.
Holiday, seasonal, either.
Okay, so holiday or
Bye.
universal.
Seasonal or either.
Bye, babe.
Either, and hopefully a kit.
Here's
Seasonal
the deal.
sounds wonderful.
Okay, here's the deal. It would definitely be a kit. And the reason that we say that is because not everybody has wool. Honestly, not everybody has wool. And if you've never worked with it, I want to make sure that you have a good wool. I am not talking about felt that is at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I'm talking about wool that has been felted, so it is a natural fiber, and it is so yummy to work with. So I will go back
Universal,
this evening,
either.
and I will look and see what you guys are looking. It sounds like you're going to go either direction, which is super nice. I'm so excited you guys want to do this. I can't even tell you. So just be on the lookout for what we are going to announce, and stay tuned, I guess is what I want to say. So anyway, please remember, ladies, that the little candy corn bowl filler pattern will be on our Facebook, on our website later on. So that is Be So Creative hyphen, not underscore, but a hyphen, nm.com. So you're able to go there and find that pattern. And I can't think of anything else. Becky, is anybody else commenting or
Is this
any
hand
questions?
sewing, or can it be done on machine?
Machine is possible.
Machine is possible,
But
yes,
hand
but
sewing is
hand.
low sensory.
Yeah. You guys remember, I do stuff that I can take with me. Do I do stuff on my sewing machine? Oh, yes. And I have a lot of wool projects that have been done on my sewing machine. So this is an either or project. So if you're not into hand sewing, and you all know Marsha B. Marsha B, to her, hand is a 4-letter word. She hates doing handwork. I love doing handwork. So you've got two Marshas that are on two different ends of the spectrum. Are you able to do these projects on your sewing machine? You bet. So don't think it's just for hand sewing, because that is not what it's all about. Okay, so did that answer that question, Becky?
Sure did.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I so appreciate you joining us this afternoon. I hope that